I've been there. I've been homeless. I've been crack addicted. I've been an absent parent. I've had no hope.
By the time they end up in the basement of Teresa Hoover United Methodist Church in Little Rock, Monty Payne's recovery clients know there is no quick fix.
I've been, dealing with drugs and alcohol.
We're in treatment now.
For many, it's not their first attempt at sobriety. It took Monty Payne himself more than once.
When I got here, I almost had to have a diagram for living. A lot of the counseling that we do here, helping with jobs, helping with finances, helping with parenting, would seem real, simplistic to the average American. But they didn't lose 10 or 15 years of their life to drug addiction.
And the endless consequences of addiction.
We're gonna have you meeting on Friday, okay? All right.
Some of the residents in supportive housing operated by BCD, the Better Community Development Agency, which works in conjunction with Teresa Hoover UMC, come out of prison to a world for which they are not equipped. Others are fresh off the streets.
Come to check on you. Everything going all right?
Yeah, I got a little issue.
Oh, man, what's going on?
I want to make the right decision, right choice. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to let her down, especially with those kids.
You can't always just discount what you can do. Sometimes just being a parent, just being able to answer that phone is enough for right now. So don't ever discount yourself on that.
To rebuild lives, Teresa Hoover and BCD started with a neighborhood overhaul. There are new and repaired homes and subsidized long-term housing. One of the beneficiaries of a credit repair and mortgage program is Monty Payne.
You see that right there? That's my home. Just bought that home with my son. I was just on drugs and alcohol 20 years ago. To think now I'd have that.
Payne now has custody of his high school-age son. He credits the BCD's youth program as one reason the boy hasn't followed his hard road.
We're not just treating alcoholism and drug addiction. We're treating spiritual death. And that's exactly where I was.
Payne believes the spiritual component of the Hoover Treatment Center helped make the difference for him.
I was bitter at God. But when I came to Hoover, I was, pretty much beat down and was ready to listen to some people. When I started trying to pray, I started getting what they call a natural high. And if I can't do what I want to do around my own family that I love, I don't need to be doing it. That's what I learned.
Just because I was a drug addict in my past does not mean that my life is over. On the contrary, it means that my life is beginning because I lived 2 lives in one lifetime. I have been right where these people are, and that's why I know how they really feel.
I'm good. All right, good seeing you.
I know that someone had to love me till I could love myself. And that's what I try to do with the people that come through our doors.
This video was brought to you by the people of the United Methodist Church through World Service donations.